welcome to Joe's Notes NFL Episode 8. We're going to be going over our Week 6 predictions. Who would you rather, an overrated, perfectly rated, or underrated teams in the NFL right now? We're going to start off with our rapid-fire picks for Week 6. Starting off with a London game, the Baltimore Ravens 3-2 at the Tennessee Titans. Not really at, since it's in London. Giacomo, you can go first.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Ravens here in a very, very close game. I think the Titans will keep it close, but I'm going to take the Ravens for the win.
Yeah, I definitely think this one would be close, but I'm gonna take the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree too. I'm gonna take the Ravens here.
Yeah, I'm also gonna take the Ravens.
Yeah, I definitely like the Ravens to run the ball here heavy. I forgot to mention that last week our game picks, Richie came in first, 10 out of 14 correct. Matt, 9 out of 14 not here today. And the third was 8 out of 14. That was Will. Fourth was tied with Jack, and that's me. And Dom 7 of 14, and Kwok with a hot 4 out of 14 last week. That comes up to a first place Richie, 58%. Will's in second, 56. I'm in third with 54. Matt in fifth, 53%. Dom in fifth, not the greatest, 46%. And last place is Kwok with 36%. Right back to his rapid fire picks. The 2 and 3 Commanders at the 3 and 2 Falcons.
I'm going to take the Falcons here, a very run-heavy team. I think Bijan's going to have a big game.
Yeah, give me the Falcons here. Commanders' defense has looked horrible, and
Yeah, give me the Falcons here too. The Commanders' defense did not look good against the Bears, so I'm going to take the Falcons.
Yeah, give me the Falcons.
I'm going to take the Commanders. I like their run defense, and for a Falcons team that has not passed the ball basically at all and is horrible at it, I think the Commanders can shut that down and have a good rush defense game there and win that one. The 1 and 4 Vikings at the 1 and 4 Bears.
Yeah, Dom's going to get a little bit upset here. I think that the Bears ride that hot streak right onto this week. I think Justin Fields is going to pick right back up where he left off. I'm going to take the Bears at home with the big home field advantage.
yeah, not happening. Give me the Vikings.
I'm going to have to agree with Guac. The Vikings, I mean, they're out of, like, they don't have Justin Jefferson this week. I just think the Bears will also continue their hot streak from last week.
Yeah, I'm also gonna agree with Guac and Lorenz. Obviously, the Justin Jefferson injury is huge. Not sure how they're going to respond to that. I don't really know of any receivers on the Vikings that are going to step up and replace that Justin Jefferson role.
I don't see the Bears winning back-to-back weeks, so I'm going to have the Vikings winning this one. And then one of our game of the weeks this week is the 3 and 1 Seattle Seahawks at the 2 and 3 Bengals. Bengals coming off a huge wins against the Cardinals.
Yeah. The only reason this is the game of the week is because of the struggles of the Bengals. If the Bengals were at least anywhere close to they were last year, the Bengals would win this game by double digits, in my opinion. I still think Burrow has a lot to prove this season, but I think that he's going to take care of business here. Again, I'm not a big Geno guy. I don't like the Seahawks team that much. So I really think that the T. Higgins injury is big, but I think Joe Burrow is going to step up in a big way. I'm going to take the Bengals at home.
Yeah, I'm actually going to take the Seahawks here. Jamar Chase had a massive game last week, but I still don't think Joe Burrow played, as well as, he has been last year. And so, I think that the Seahawks defense and Devon Witherspoon, I think that they're really going to play good, and I think the Seahawks are going to take this one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Dom. I'm going to go with the Seahawks here. Just because I think Joe Burrow will not be at 100% against the Seahawks, and I don't think he could replicate his performance against the Cardinals or putting it against the Seahawks.
Yeah, give me the Bengals here at home. Obviously, last week it looked like the Bengals team that we know. Seahawks have obviously been very good, but there's still some major questions in that defense. I think that Jamar Chase is going to have another phenomenal game.
I'm going to take the Seahawks here. Bengals have won both their games away and lost every game home, and I think that's something that's going to keep going here, especially with the Seahawks pass defense. Reek Woolen and Devin Witherspoon have looked really good to start off this year, so I'll take the Seahawks moving up to 4 and 1. Then moving on to the 5 and 0 Niners, looking like the best team in the NFL at the 2 and 2 Browns.
Yeah, this is actually going to be my upset pick of the week. I'm going to take the best defense in the NFL right now in the Cleveland Browns to really make this a low-scoring defensive battle with the Niners. I think I think that Deshaun Watson and the Browns are going to pull it out.
So Deshaun Watson's actually out, so I'm taking the Niners 100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's on me. Can I change my pick?
Sure.
Nope.
Yep, I can change my pick. I'll take the Niners then, but it'll be a low-scoring game either way.
I'll also pick the Niners here. The Browns don't have Deshaun Watson, and I just think the Niners offense will still overpower this defense.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with the Niners here. Yeah, just Deshaun Watson being out, that offense looked dysfunctional with DTR. I just don't think this is gonna end well for the Browns.
Brock Purdy's never lost a regular season game. I don't think it's going to stop here against the Browns. Moving on to the 3-2 Saints at those 2-3 Texans.
I'm going to take the Texans here. I mean, CJ Stroud really has been that guy. He's been so impressive so far. And I think that this Texans team with home field advantage is going to beat a depleted Saints team that I don't think has looked so great so far.
Yeah, I'm taking the Saints. This is the week C.J. Stroud's getting his first interception. Saints defense hasn't played great. They're going to win this game.
Yeah, I'm going to fully agree here with Dom. I think CJ Stroud will not escape the Saints secondary, and I think that he'll throw his first interception as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Texans here, and Guac. They scored 30-something points against like a good New England defense. Like this offense has been rolling. Like, I don't know where you're getting this bad offense from.
So you're taking the Texans?
Yeah, Texans.
Yeah, I'm taking the Texans as well. Even though they beat the Patriots by 34, that Patriots team is looking like one of the worst in over 20 years from Bill Belichick. So I'm taking the Texans there. 3-2 Colts at the 3-2 Jaguars. This game will decide who's number one in the AFC South after this one.
And these are the games where the big players make big plays, and this is where Trevor Lawrence really needs to step up. I think that Lawrence to Ridley connection is going to be on full display of this game. It's going to be one of the games where Ridley has like at least 10 catches over 100 yards, and I think that the Jags are really going to play with a lot of heart in this game. So I'm going to take the Jags at home.
Yeah, give me the Colts on this one. I'm feeling some Minshew magic going on. Jags are not winning this one.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with Dom on this one. I'm going to go with the Jaguars here. I don't think Minshew Magic will not pull out a win here. And I think go ahead, go.
I think it's a pretty easy disagreement here with Dom.
Yeah, Jack, I like the banner there. Minshew Mania. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, a guy like Minshew, I think against his old team, I think that's a game he's going to turn up and win. I really like this Colts team right now, especially that rush offense against that lackluster rush defense from the Jaguars. Zach Moss and Jalen Taylor both ran the ball very well last game. So give me the Colts here. Then the 0-5 Panthers at those 4-1 Dolphins.
I'll take the Dolphins by 40.
Yeah, I love the Dolphins. I'm taking the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Dolphins here too.
It's going to be a murder. Let's go Dolphins.
Yeah, this is easy. Clean sweep. We're taking the Dolphins. And then the 1-4 Patriots at the 2-3 Raiders last year had one of the craziest finishes in NFL history. You'll see what this one has going for us.
Yeah, this is a really interesting game. Two teams that have been very lackluster. I think that the injuries to Christian Gonzalez and Matt Judon are really just so detrimental to this Pats defense. And the offense is nothing special, so I'm going to take the Raiders at home.
Raiders have been nothing special this year. Give me the Pats on this one. I really think they're going to turn around whether Mac Jones is in or not.
Well, neither of these teams have been very, very good this season, but I'm going to go with the Raiders here.
Yeah, this game is pretty 50-50. I'm going to go with the Raiders at home, though.
Yeah, I like Devontae Adams to do very well in this game. I'm not a fan of J.C. Jackson in that secondary. Look for a big game from Devontae Adams. Then a very solid game we have coming up here. Not a game of the week, but still a very good one. 4-1 Lions at those 3-1 Buccaneers.
Yeah, and this is the game. This will be my upset pick to make up for that Browns game. I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Bucs at home. I'm going to say once again, I think that they're going to win the NFC South. I really have loved what they have done this season. Baker Mayfield has looked amazing, and I'm going to take them at home to win this game.
Yeah, I'm giving the Lions with this one. I believe Amon-Ra's playing, which is huge. Their offense has looked great. running the ball, throwing the ball. They've been unstoppable. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Dom. I don't think this Buccaneers team's all that, and I just think the Lions are way better than them. So give me the Lions.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with the Lions.
That's a 4-1 for the panel. I'm taking the Lions as well here. Then the 1-4 Cardinals at the 2-3 Rams.
Yeah, I'm a big Rams guy. I like what Stafford's done this season. Obviously, Cooper Kupp coming back had major targets last week, and he's just going to have an absolute monster game against this weaker Cardinals secondary. I think the Cardinals can keep this game closer, like they have to a lot of teams, but I'm going to take the Rams at home.
Yeah, give me the Rams here. Jamar Chase just had 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. I think Cooper Kupp and Puka could go for way more than that. So yeah, that's why I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Dom and Guac here. Give me the Rams.
Give me the Rams here.
It's a clean sweep for the Rams. Now the 5-0 Eagles go into the Meadowlands, taking on the 2-3 Jets.
Yeah, this isn't going to be close, Jack. I'm sorry. The Eagles are going to absolutely steamroll through this Jets team. Zach Wilson cannot score for his life. And yes, he looked good in one game. I don't think it's going to happen again, especially against the Eagles defense.
I don't think it's going to be a complete blowout because, I feel like the Jets defense could really step up in this game, but I'm still going to take the Eagles with this one.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a really close game, but I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles here.
There's a reason why I wore this jersey. If you have a banner, put it up now. Give me the Jets. This is just the kind of game that the Eagles are gonna lose. They're going in undefeated. I mean, they're gonna think it's a bye week. Jets' offense does not look great. Zach Wilson, I mean, I think he's gonna have a very good game and prove everyone wrong. Give me the Jets.
Yeah, this Eagles pass defense ranks in the bottom half of all passing defense metrics. They have not looked good. They're not the team they were last year. And that's why I'm taking the Jets. I think they're actually going to throw the ball very well this game. And I think they're going to surprise some people. There's too many streaks going on for the Eagles to win this one. They're undefeated. The Jets have never beat the Eagles in their existence. I think there's too many streaks right there, and it has to be broken at some point. Give me the Jets here in the Meadowlands. Then this one is pretty easy, Guac. This is 1-4 Giants at the 3-2 Bills.
Yeah, this is just like kicking the kid that's already dead. I mean, this is just I'm not looking forward to watching this on my Sunday night. I'll take the Bills by a very, very, very big margin.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills, but I think the Giants are actually going to do better than they usually do. Daniel Jones most likely not going to play. Tyrod Taylor against his old team. I think he's gonna put up a little bit of a fight, but I'm still taking Bills.
Yeah, I think the Bills will win here, but best case scenario for the Giants, they score like 2 touchdowns this game, but still give me the Bills.
Yeah, give me Buffalo.
Yeah, this is going to be easy. Giants going to start tanking for Caleb Williams. And moving on to our Monday Night Football game of the week, the 3-2 Cowboys taking on the LA Chargers, who are 2-2 currently.
Yeah. Before I give my game picks, I just want to give myself some props that I called the downfall of the Cowboys. The first time they played a good defense this season, Dak throws 3 picks. He's still on pace for 10 picks now. Shout out Ben Chadwick. He is terrible. Trey Lance will be in soon. This Cowboys team are frauds. I'll take the Chargers by double digits.
They haven't had much of a downfall yet. They're still a winning record.
Oh, that was bad. That was really bad.
Give me. Oh, okay. Give me the Cowboys with this one. Chargers defense has looked horrendous. I don't think Dak's going to throw a pick in this game. I think CD will have a great game, and I think Michael Parsons is going to have a big game.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Dom. I'm going to take the Cowboys here. I think they're just going to bounce back from a terrible loss last week, like they did against, I think it was after the Cardinals game. They had a very good redemption week, and I think they're going to have another one here.
Yeah, I agree with Lorenz. Give me the Cowboys. The Chargers defense does not look very good.
Yeah, I'm not going to underestimate the Chargers. Their defense definitely haven't looked good, but that offensive passing is very, very good. And the thing that's coming up is since Trayvon Diggs got injured, Cowboys pass defense ranks 30th in the league. So it is really not good right now. I expect this game to go to a shootout, and the team that has a slightly better defense wins shootouts, and that's going to be the Cowboys winning this one on Monday Night Football, and that'll do it for our rapid fire picks. Going to be moving on to who would you rather have on your team right now. We're going to start off with some wide receivers. Start off with Jock. Jalen Waddle or Chris Olave. Who would you rather have?
Yeah, this is a really interesting pick to me because Chris Olave obviously has not had a great quarterback at all in his career, but he has looked so special when the Saints are able to use him right. I like Jalen Waddle a lot too. I think he's a great player, but I'm actually going to go Chris Olave here. I really liked what I have seen when he does get the ball and if he's used right. I think it's a very, very close pick, but I love that I love the upside I get with Chris Olave.
I actually think Jalen Waddle is in the perfect position he can possibly be in right now, and he's still not doing as good as he should. So for that reason, I'm taking Olave. I feel like he can be a true wide receiver one in a good passing offense.
I think I'm gonna go with Jalen Waddle here. I know he hasn't been doing great with the Dolphins, but I still think he has potential to be great in this offense with Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with Jalen Waddle. He really is the full package that you want from a receiver. Who knows what's going to go on with the rumors of Tyreek Hill retiring after 2025? I think that if that does happen, that Jalen Waddle will elevate himself to be a top 3 receiver in the league.
Yeah, these are two receivers who don't have a nose for the end zone, have not been scoring touchdowns in their career. And Chris Olave is the number 1 receiver, Waddle's a number 2 receiver, and we're having the conversation right now. And I think that just allows Jalen Waddle, who I would rather have him being a wide receiver 2, under Hill. I think if you put him in Olave's position, he would be better than Olave. So I'm taking Waddle here. Moving on to a quarterback 1, Trevor Lawrence or Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I'll say it time and time again. Lamar Jackson just so careless with the ball. I mean, he has had flashes where he has looked really good, but this isn't MVP Lamar anymore. He still is a very good player, do not get me wrong, but he's definitely not the player he was. Trevor Lawrence is struggling at the moment, but we saw with this Jags team last year, they got hot at the right time, and he looked like the best quarterback in the league for a 4 to 5 game stretch at the end of the season last year. That Jags team was on fire, and just because of that, Trevor Lawrence can really elevate his game so much. So I'd rather have T-Law.
Yeah, I would rather neither, to be honest. But if I had to choose, I'd probably choose Trevor Lawrence. Lamar. As a Steelers fan, he's not that good at all. So for that, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm gonna also go with Trevor Lawrence. I just like the situation he's in better. He has a better team around him. I just think like his receivers are better than what the Ravens have right now, and I just think that'll help him get better and better.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with Trevor Lawrence. When he's playing like he really should be, he's easily top 4, I think. Lamar has not played good football in recent. It's just very hard to watch him sometimes. So I'm gonna take T-Law.
Yeah, I'm taking T-Law for a lot of reasons. One, playoff. Lamar Jackson has not really solidified himself as a good playoff QB, and Trevor Lawrence last year had an amazing comeback and then fell short for that Super Bowl winning Chiefs. And in college, he was one of the best playoff quarterbacks there was. Lamar Jackson has not done that in his career. Then also, you want to look through injuries. Trevor Lawrence doesn't really get injured over Lamar, so I'm taking Lawrence here. And moving on to a running back 1, we're taking Bijan or Saquon, a younger guy versus an older guy. Guac, who do you have?
Yeah, I'm trying not to be biased here, but I think that Saquon really is just the better back. Bijan, obviously, with the youth, if we're doing like a dynasty or who would you rather build your franchise around, I would definitely take Bijan. But I'd say skill-wise, who's better right now? I'll take Saquon. He's so dynamic. I mean, what he does for this Giants team when he's on the field, he's literally the only player with any kind of life breathing kind of on this Giants team. He elevates his game so much. So right now, I think I'd rather have Saquon.
I think Bijan and Saquon are pretty similar runners. I feel like they're pretty shifty, and they're both great on the ground. But I think the thing that sets Bijan apart from Saquon is, one, injuries, and his great pass catching abilities. You see every week he's making these one-handed catches like it's nothing. And I would rather Bijan easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Dom here and go with Bijan.
Yeah, I'm gonna fully agree with Dom with Bijan and everything he said.
Yeah, I mean, Dom also took the words out of my mouth. You saw Bijan at Texas, like honestly got crumpled by a defender and did not get injured. We see Saquon week in and week out always deal with injuries, so that's the reason I'm taking Bijan there. Then to our quarterback one, Geno Smith or Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I mean, these are probably my two least favorite quarterbacks in the league. I don't really want either of them. If I had to pick, I'd probably rather have Geno because he's been more reliable in recent memory. He's a better passer rating than Kirk. I really would not like either though, but I'd probably take Geno by a slight margin.
I'm taking Kirk here. Kirk is a dog. He's a great passer. Sucks that he's on the Vikings and their O line is horrible. He gets killed every single game. Geno's not that clutch. I don't think he's that good of a quarterback. I think he's pretty average.
Well, the Jets need a quarterback right now, and if I were to choose who I'd want to be on the team right now between Geno or Kirk, I have to go with Kirk Cousins. I just think he's a better player right now, and I think he would just fit with the Jets. But if it were in general, I'd still go with Kirk.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with Kirk. I mean, like Gino had one good year, and besides
Now, Rich.
besides last year, he's been off the map. I mean, Kirk Cousins, like he hasn't been like top 5, but he's like been like top 15 like every year.
Rich, this is right now though. This isn't past.
Top
This is
top
right
10 right now.
He's
Yeah,
not top
Kirk
10
is
right
top.
now. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Kirk is not a top 10 QB.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The Vikings are terrible. Your Super Bowl pick is getting rolled this weekend.
Respect
They're
me,
terrible.
block
They're
stop.
terrible.
You're saying this like they lost games mainly because of their defense.
Okay.
Kirk is throwing for 300 yards a game and like 3
And
touchdowns.
he still
You're telling me
loses.
he's bad.
He's never been good. He's
Because the
mid.
defense-
He's mid. He's
Oh
mid.
my god. Oh, all right,
He's mid. He's
let's just
terrible.
move on.
He's
Let's
terrible.
just move
I
on.
hate
I
both of
can't.
them. I don't want either of them.
I can't talk to you anymore. Let's go. Keep moving.
Look, Kirk is honestly one of the most undervalued QBs I think NFL has ever seen. Like he year in and year out is a good QB. Like he always has a bottom 5 line, and he's always getting constantly injured and fighting through his injuries and winning games. He's a slightly worse version of Matt Stafford, and Matt Stafford is an elite quarterback in my opinion. So
Yes.
and
But Kirk
that's
is,
why
Kirk is mid.
I'm taking Kirk here. Moving on to our last one, tight end version, Mark Andrews or TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be a very surprising thing. And to be quite honest, in my opinion, I really don't think it's close. I think Mark Andrews is 1,000% the better tight end skill-wise here. I mean, he had definitely – I just think he does so much more for the Ravens. Hawkinson has done great in his role with the Vikings, but I really just think skill-wise, who would I rather have 1,000% Mark Andrews?
Yeah, I'm taking TJ Hawkinson with this one. Maybe it's because the Ravens don't give the ball to Mark Andrews as much as they should. But, I know the Vikings definitely give the ball to TJ Hawkinson. He's always making plays for him, some nice catches. So, I'm taking TJ Hawkinson.
I'm gonna have to agree with Guac here. I'm gonna have to pick Mark Andrews. I definitely think he is a better tight end than TJ Hawkinson skill wise as well.
Yeah, I'm also going to take Mark Andrews. Dom, Mark Andrews averages 8 catches a game. In my book, that's pretty good for a tight end. But Mark Andrews is easily like the better blocker, better like route runner, better pass catcher than TJ Hawkinson.
I've gone back and forth about this. I think I like TJ Hawkinson better. Mark Andrews has dealt through a lot of injuries, and TJ Hawkinson is just a better possession catcher at the tight end position. The blocking, I guess you can slightly give it to Andrews, but it's not that big of a difference between the two. And Hawkinson has year in and year out been one of the top tight ends in the league. So that'll do it for this.
Wait, one sec, real quick. One sec. Mark Andrews. You said he averages 8 catches a game. He hasn't had more than 6 catches this year. So they really don't give him the ball that much, as they should. But I do think he's a talented tight end. But I'm still taking Hawkinson.
Wrong.
All right, so for our last segment, it's going to be
Stop.
Oh, all right. Oh, I like this.
Wait, what is this? Yeah.
All right, shush. Let Jack get to it.
All right, so for our last segment, we're going to do overrated, perfectly rated, or underrated teams in the NFL. We're going to spin the wheel, and Guac's going to get the first one, and he's going to kind of say how in the sports media world this team is either overrated, perfectly rated, or underrated, how they've been getting their criticisms or favorisms in the sports media world. So spinning the wheel right now.
Let's go.
Oh, look at that.
Oh
The
God.
Giants.
Oh God. I'm gonna say that they're perfectly rated because of the fact of I think everyone's so low on them as they should be. They've looked horrendous. The defense isn't that bad. They need the pass rushers to wake up a little bit. Secondary hasn't been terrible, but that offense is just dreadful. Watching it week in and week out is just so terrible. I think everyone just agrees it's just a boring team at the moment. So I think we could all agree that they're perfectly rated of how bad they are.
All right, Dom, your team is Cleveland Browns.
I think the Browns are underrated, actually. I feel like, Sean Watson was out one game. DTR was horrible. But, I feel like, a healthy Deshaun Watson and, that great Browns defense, they could really make a run in the regular season and in the playoffs. And they could beat some top teams in the league.
I just want to hop in real quick. I 1000% agree with Dom here. This Browns defense has looked so good. So I really think that they've been flying so far under the radar so far.
All right, so for the next one, this is Lorenz's team. It'll be the Las Vegas Raiders.
I don't think I have much to say. I mean, I think based on, I guess, everything, I'm gonna have to say they're overrated. I think I don't know. I just think they're just gonna be worse than they are right now with Jimmy G at quarterback.
I just think that they're perfectly rated because I think we all agree that they're just a very mid and mediocre team. Like I don't think anyone's overrating the Raiders. Like I just think that we could all agree that they're not a great team. They're just mid.
Yeah, Lorenz saying that he thinks that the team's going to plummet even worse than they are right now. Richie, for your team, we're going to have the Dallas Cowboys. That's a good one.
I think that they're properly rated. Go out, care to share?
Oh, he's gone. He can't share.
Yeah. I mean, they've been one of the best teams. I don't care about the loss to the Niners. They have shown that they can score points and they can stop offenses. Like one loss does not define them. 2 losses doesn't define them. I mean, this team is good. I don't know. Like we're still far out from the playoffs. Like we don't know what else is going to happen. This team's properly rated. They're good.
Just never heard anything more wrong in my life, but sure.
All right, so for the last thing of the episode, it's going to be my team. Eagles coming up against my Jets. I honestly think they're overrated. As a 5-0 team and a team that thinks they are, one of the best teams in the NFL. Like I said before, that pass defense ranks in the bottom half of the league in all passing metrics. The offense hasn't looked the same as it did last year, especially the red zone. There's a reason Jake Elliott has been kicking the ball amazingly this year. It's because they're not a good red zone team right now. This team is not what they were last year, and I think I expect them, if they versus the Niners, to lose like the Cowboys did to the Niners. I think they aren't really on the same level as the Niners right now, so I'm going to be taking them overrated. We're going to do another one. We're going to go around the horn again, so this one's for Jock again. Oh, you get Dom's Steelers.
I'm honestly, Dom's going to be a little bit upset. I think because I had high hopes for them going into the season, I'm going to say that they're a little overrated. Kenny Pickett's been very underwhelming so far. The defense has looked great. The defense is definitely not the problem. Just the fact that Kenny Pickett is not producing for this offense It really does worry me as a fan. I was a big Steelers guy coming into the season, but yeah, I definitely say so far that they'd be a little overrated just because of the lack of offensive production.
I'm gonna have to jump in here real quick. I really think this team is underrated. Give us a competitive offensive coordinator. We're one of the top teams in the league. Our defense is making plays left and right. We have one of the best rookie corners in the draft. We're looking really good. Besides that, play calling. Besides the play calling, other than that, we're a great solid team.
No, I just don't trust anything.
I'm gonna hop in here. Sorry, Jack. But this team got blown out by the Niners by like 23 week 1, squeaked past the Browns with a Nick Chubb injury, and got blown out by the Texans. How is this team underrated?
Yeah, I completely agree.
as
Especially
you said,
Kenny Pickett has looked terrible, Dom. I mean, I get your bias. He has not looked good. I was rooting for him. He has looked absolutely terrible.
I must say, if
Richie.
if the Steelers did not have T.J. Watt, I think that they would be 0-4 right now. Or 0-5.
Oh, see, you're wrong.
Alex Highsmith.
Richie, you're wrong there.
Alex
Richie, you're wrong.
Highsmith is definitely,
He is
not a
absolutely
top.
carrying the defense. That's the only thing that's keeping them in games.
It's not true.
Like that
Yeah,
Ravens,
but Alex Highsmith has the most forced fumbles. Has the most forced fumbles than anyone in like the past 2 years.
Exactly.
Alex Highsmith.
Who is that? Who is
one of the top edge rushers in the league?
No, he's not.
Also, as you said before, the Cowboys lost by more to the Niners, and as you said with the Cowboys, one loss doesn't define them. And you said 2 losses doesn't define them. So we're first in the AFC. We're first in the AFC North right now. So obviously we're not doing that bad.
Tiebreaker.
Here's the mediation. The reason why they're overrated is because of the subpar quarterback play. Nothing to do with the defense. Defense is good. The right reason is that the quarterback position has not looked good at all. And the running back really hasn't either. Najee's been very underwhelming as well. But I'm more concerned about.
Najee's not good.
He's
has
not.
to do
He's
with the
really
play
not.
calling. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so whole blame it on the play calling. It's because of the subpar quarterback play and the not great running back play. That's why the Steelers are overrated from what we expected of them.
I mean that's fair right there. This is for Dom's team. Maybe to get some redemption for his Steelers.
Oh my lord!
Oh man.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
They're pretty bad this year. They're probably one of the worst teams in the league. I'm gonna say like I don't know, they're perfectly rated. Because
I'll give you another one, Dom, because that's pretty easy. The Texans.
All right. I feel like they're a little bit overrated.
Oh my god.
They've been good. They've been great. CJ Stroud, playing a lot better than I thought he would. But I don't see this, going on for the rest of the year. I think they're definitely gonna slow down, and I just don't see them, carrying this through.
But why? They have a very favorable schedule. CJ Stroud has shown no signs of slowing down, especially against the good defense of the Steelers. You want to talk about how good the Steelers defense is? He carved you guys up.
We have one of the worst secondaries in the league.
The Texans do not have a hard schedule, Don. Like what is going to slow down this Texans team?
We have a very bad secondary besides Joey Porter Jr.
You were literally just talking about how good the defense is and how good TJ Watt is. They carved you up.
TJ Watt's not in the secondary.
I get that, but I'm saying the defensive unit as a whole. They've carved up every defense they've played. CJ Stroud has looked incredible. Listen, some aggression is fine.
I said he's playing great, but I don't see them, keeping doing the same exact thing.
I'm asking you why. Why they have
he's a rookie quarterback. They're gonna lose to the Saints. Interceptions coming this week.
You're just wrong. You're just wrong. What are you saying? They have a cakewalk schedule the rest of the year.
I think it's time to put up the banner at 36%. Your picks are never right. You're
not too far in front, bud. You're not too far in front.
At least I'm not last.
All right, Lawrence, yours one is going to be the Chiefs currently beating the Broncos 16-0 right now, which will put them up to 5-1 on the season.
I think the Chiefs obviously are perfectly rated just because we all expected them to be this team. and I just think they're perfectly rated.
All right, Richie. Let's see what you get. Commanders. Don't not that logo.
I think that this team's properly rated. I mean, like, Glock obviously doesn't like it, but like no one talks about these guys. They're just like one of those like boring mid-tier teams. I mean, their defense like should be good. It's just really like average. I mean, Sam Howell hasn't looked good, but I mean, like, I don't think that we expected this team to really do good. So I'm just gonna say they're properly rated.
Oh, Richie, going into the season, some people had the Commanders winning 7 games. That's an absolute joke. This team is atrocious. They're so overrated. I mean, people were overrating them when they won those first couple of games. They were like, "Oh, Sam Howell looks like a decent quarterback. He's terrible." The Chase Young needs to wake up, man. He's got to really step it up. The defense is not good. The offense is not good. There's nothing good about this team. I think some people at least had some expectation for the Commanders. They're just absolutely terrible. There's zero positive things to say about that team.
I think they'll finish third in the division.
I have Mr. 36.
All right, so for the last one here, I'm gonna get the Colts. Minshew, they're currently 3-2, looking very good. That's actually tough. I'm gonna go perfectly rated. I think people think this team is probably the second best team in the AFC South, and I agree. I really like them right now. They're playing very good football. The defense has looked good outside of the pass coverage, and Minshew has held that team very well, especially also when Richardson's in. He's playing very well, so I think Colts are perfectly rated. All right, that'll do it for us here for Joe's Nose NFL's episode 8, going over the week 6 and the Who Would You Rather and the one we just did right there. So for Giacomo Imperiali, Dom Ruffino, Lorenz Montechian, Richie Zangara, and me, Jack Helmer, thanks for watching.
Richard, you're muted.
That's a great point, Richie. You know.
That needs to go on bloopers. Needs to.
Oh, you're great. That's a great point.
No, oh my god.